Welcome back to AM Northwest. Indulge in your favorite Mexican foods without any of the guilt. Here to share some of her best recipes, we welcome back the author of No Sugar Baker's Cookbook of Healthy Living and Still Zero Regrets, Jayne Jones. Hi, Jayne.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys? That hotel looks like a very fun getaway, by the way.
Right. So let me ask you this. I want you to tell our viewers who haven't heard your story of how you kicked sugar and why.
Oh, goodness gracious, Helen. Here's how it all goes. We're almost on 3 years come August. Ended up in the emergency room on my birthday. Had no idea I was very sick. Blood pressure was 289 over 189. Glucose level was 600. I didn't even know what my glucose level was before I had to go in. You know what? Here's the part. I lost my eyesight for 3 weeks after they diagnosed me as diabetic. Lost my eyesight for 3 weeks. I went completely sugar-free. And 6 months later, insulin-free, diabetic medicine-free, sugar-free, 60 pounds lighter. And that vision we just talked about was back to 2020. This kitchen behind me used to be my best friend. It wasn't really after I got sick. So I had to figure out a way to do myself back in the kitchen, making great recipes, completely sugar-free. I now call this kitchen kind of like my science laboratory behind me, because there's a lot of experimenting I have to do to figure things out, which leads to today. So yesterday was the big holiday.
Yeah.
But I used to be a huge fan, before I got sick, a huge fan, I think you are too, of margaritas, chips, and salsa, and nachos.
Yeah. How did you know?
I thought they were gone for the rest of my life, but no. You know what? Here's what we got today. You can go and find all these recipes at nosugarbaker.com. We have a chicken enchilada hot dish. I'm from Minnesota, so we call it hot dish, right? We have a chicken enchilada soup, which is fantastic. We're making the taco skillet today. But there's also, I had no idea, there's absolutely now sugar-free, carb-free tortilla chips that you can make with this right here. My new favorite thing is the No Sugar Baker watermelon jalapeno salsa. I use a little bit of watermelon, which is lower than tomatoes when it comes in sugar.
Right.
Jalapenos, did you know I like a jalapeno, with a little bit of a sweetener. I use Swerve because it gives it a little bit of a punch with it too. But here's what we're making. It's the No Sugar Baker taco skillet. Okay. I love this little cast iron I got from my garage sale.
I love it.
Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So you're gonna go ahead and spray it. Now, I used to sort of be afraid of cauliflower rice. I used to be like, what does it really taste like, right? I absolutely love it. So you just go ahead and layer it down with cauliflower rice on the bottom of the skillet. You have to do one step ahead of time. You need to make your taco seasoning. I use a very lean ground beef. You just put that right on top of it. Then, now here comes the colorness. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, onion. With I added a little bit of tomato, not very much, because that will raise that sugar level. So you want to keep it kind of low.
The tomatoes raise the sugar level?
Yeah, tomatoes are very high in natural sugar. So I literally dropped just a couple of tomatoes in there because I want to be cautious of that. And then I use a Monterey Jack cheese, spread it all on top of it. You bake it. So this is what you're going to get. You bake it at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. I top mine, of course, with sour cream and guacamole. Then I have you covered, Helen, because I know, like me, you like a margarita, right?
Yeah.
So over here we have a completely sugar-free lime margarita. And my friends that sent the chips to me, you know what they said? They're like, you can have your chips, crushed chips, dip the glass into water, and then rim it around with the tortilla chips on the outside of the margarita. Oh my gosh, you can say cheers all spring, all summer. You get the splash of the chip.
Yeah.
Along with that lime, completely sugar-free. Don't forget about the salsa. Like when I come in person, we're gonna go to that resort we just saw at the hotel, and we're gonna make this watermelon salsa, and we're gonna have a fantastic time together, gabbing it up and talking about everything we can possibly talk about.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Were there any challenges with coming up with this low sugar to no sugar recipe, all these recipes? Were there any challenges for you?
For me personally, again, you know what? I think it was more personal fear, kind of that test of like, how can this possibly replace my old best friend?
Right.
The basket of chips and salsa and a margarita. Right. How can it possibly be done? You know what? Plus, I love corn, right? So I kind of think that you need to add corn to everything. When it comes to anything that's Mexican, no, because corn, again, it's like our friend the tomato. Corn is very high in that natural sugar, very high in the carb. So everything here is that corn-free too, but you don't lose the taste. In fact, I think the jalapeno, you actually really taste that more
Right.
when you get rid of a little bit of all that the sugar that you don't need. So, hey, invite your friends over, make the chicken enchilada soup, make the chicken enchilada hot dish, call it hot dish. Be like, hey, my friend, the No Sugar Baker, so she's from Minnesota, make that, make the taco skillet. Of course, make this salsa. Drink a margarita that's sugar-free. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell them it's all sugar-free. Let them let them indulge and have like a couple of sips, and then be like, hey, you can have the whole pitcher because that is completely sugar-free.
Love it. We're going to tell our viewers that the recipe is available too in the No Sugar Baker's Cookbook of Healthy Living and No Regrets. Still zero regrets. Jayne Jones, still zero regrets. Jayne Jones, thank you so much.
Hey, we'll see you guys again soon, hopefully in person. That would be so much fun.
I would love it. I would love it. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.